we're here with SPU cross country coach Erika Daligcon. Coach, you're back in the coaching saddle full time this fall after taking a year off to welcome your daughter into the world. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, it's great to be back. It's just been an exciting adventure this last year, and the great thing is that I don't feel like I've lost too much contact with the athletes or with the other coaches in the conference, because we came along and supported the Falcons through a lot of meets, and just looking forward to coaching these kids again coming up here.
Talk about some of the things you saw during track this past year, both winter indoor and spring outdoor with some of your distance kids.
Yeah, we saw some really positive, encouraging performances, and I feel like that's going to really lead well into this next cross-country season. AJ Baker in the steeplechase just really continued to progress as the season went on outdoor, and I know he's on fire, ready for a good cross-country season. Nate Seeley, although an 800-meter runner, I believe he is really coming on in the distance as well, and it'll be fun to see what he can do. Add to that, we have a number of solid guys returning and coming in that are going to add to the mix, and I think we're going to have a great season ahead. On the women's side, Natty Plunkett had a very strong 10,000 meters at Outdoor Conference. Heidi Labs Johnson, this is her first year really as a true distance runner. She has had experience running but focusing more on soccer, and so I'm excited to see what she can do this year. And yeah, this is just going to be, it is a rebuilding year for on the women's side especially, but I believe that they're going to have some good performances coming up.
What sort of things do you work on as a coach? You know, the kids are all off campus now, so what sort of things are you focusing on, getting ready for the start of the season when they start coming back on campus?
Yeah, well, right now we're firming up the schedule, and I have that 99% set, just working on our kind of our beginning season training. I like to make things different each year and really cater it to the athletes that we have coming in, and so I'm working on putting that together. I'm also in the midst of getting ready for a Falcon Running Camp, which will be starting July 24th through the 29th. That's held at Camp Casey on Whidbey Island, and it is the oldest distance running camp for high schoolers. So we have some great tradition and are looking forward to a great week. We already have solid numbers, but we do have space for a few more, so if you're interested, sign up as soon as possible, and we'll hope to see you out there to challenge the bluff.
How do your kids like working with the high school kids that come into the camp? Most of those are also up there helping those kids out, is that right?
Yeah. Oh, I think it's a great experience. I think my athletes benefit from the interaction and also from the speakers. We have a number of wonderful speakers that come in with really a wealth of knowledge and really focusing on the total athlete, which is something I believe strongly about. So we'll be talking about sports psychology, nutrition, lifting, all the different areas. But I think that the high schoolers really benefit from the interaction with the college athletes too, and just sort of hearing really what it's like to be a college athlete. And as a coach, I can talk and I can say things, but hearing it straight from the athlete himself or herself, I think, is a lot more meaningful to these high schoolers. And we've seen a lot of high schoolers go on to have wonderful collegiate careers throughout the United States and on the international level as well. So that's something we really look back with pride.
How's your running going these days? I know you like to get out there and do it. You got to take a break, obviously, when you had Jordan, but how are you doing?
Oh, it's coming along. I feel like I can string together a few days and not have to hobble around afterwards, but it's still more survival running to keep up with my athletes, or even just to keep up with Jordan a little bit.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thank you.